you mentioned your ex. A lot of people who've seen this interview or sees this interview, they want to know. And I don't know if that's who you were just referring to, where he was like, yo, I seen it ending way before, but how did that relationship, Ross is who I'm referring to, kind of come about? And yeah, just put us on.
So in depth, I've spoken about my relationships in Fortune Favors the Bold, which is my new album that just came out. Fortune Favors the Bold is very detailed and very descriptive of who I am, what I dealt with, and what I endured, and how I came up out of that. So if you really want the scope, I'd listen to 1 through 10. But to answer your question specifically, how did that come about? I posted a paddle video, which is what we were kind of discussing earlier. I have a product. It's called With Therapy, You Grind Your Abs. And you kind of you can carve out your abs by doing lymphatic drainage, right? So I posted this video. This was when I was in top tier, the best shape of my life. And I'm like, yo, these abs are killer, And he commented on the video and was just kind of like, do it to mine. And that was funny as shit to me, because...
Yeah, it's extremely funny.
You want me to do what? Who? So
yeah, because it's like...
It made me...
Was it a joke or was he serious?
He was joking.
Yeah,
but
obviously.
Right? Yeah. But for the people that don't know, he was joking. But he...
But it got your attention.
It got my attention, and it genuinely made me laugh, because my favorite album to this day is Rather You Than Me. That album, why didn't y'all give him a Grammy for that album? That album, does that triple platinum diamond in my head. I can rap it word from word, front to back.
Did he know this?
No, not a clue. Not 'cause I didn't post it. Rather You Than Me was I have a membership at the car wash. I pull up to the car wash, always push play on Rather You Than Me. I'm like that grandpa that only listens to that one song in the car.
Yeah.
Only Rather You Than Me on car wash days. Loud, vacuum. Trap, trap, trap. Okay, so that was my album, and he had no idea, no clue. I had a tweet to prove it. There was a tweet that my mom actually showed me that I tweeted 10 years before I met him, where I was like, Rick Ross, XYZ. It was on Christmas that I tweeted it, and we ended up spending that Christmas that year together. So it was really be careful with your manifestations, because you're always gonna get what you want, even if it comes around in 10 years. So clean up what you say you want and what you say you don't. You might, yeah.
You don't think that you manifested that for something that you wanted?
I manifested that as something that I wanted, but it was clear that I did that almost 10 years. It was like 2014 that I manifested that. And we had gotten a relationship in 2024. So it was almost 10 years to the date that we got together, and I tweeted that on Christmas.
Yeah.
Something, I forgot specifically what the tweet was, but it was something, Rick Ross, fire emojis. Yeah. And I tweeted that on Christmas, and my mom screenshotted like, can you believe this just popped up on my timeline? And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And we ended up spending that Christmas together. But prior to that, a year before that, I did a podcast, and somebody asked me, well, okay, they're being funny because I'm a fitness guru. They're like, would you date do? And I was like, fuck yes, he's a boss. And so I was just accidentally manifesting him up, conjuring the energy up, and he popped up.
What did that relationship teach you?
It taught me to be quiet.
No. We need... Explain.
Everything doesn't need a response. And I didn't know that. I'm playing in a new field. Everything doesn't need a response, and everyone doesn't need to know how I'm feeling. I'm a woman that likes to speak about what I feel. I'm a woman that's very confident that I'm allowed to use my words. But as the 2 years have proceeded, it's been 2 years, I've learned I don't need to say something about everything.
Did you really take that relationship serious?
Oh, I was in love.
What?
Yeah, I was in love. He was working out with me.
Okay.
So.
Did you think that you will fall into or go into the sunset, live happily ever after with him?
No.
But you were in love?
Yeah.
Explain that.
You don't have to be, I'm not delusional. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's delusional. She thinks she's the last one standing. No, babe. I'm on a jet. I'm on a jet. This is my manifest. This is on my vision board. I have the vision boards. If y'all want the screenshots, insert now. I was on a jet with a man that made me laugh. That was hot. That was fly. I don't care. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't fly. That was fly. He had me on a jet every day, almost every day of this. We were together 9 months. We lived together 6 months. We was sticking and moving.
Yeah.
He was laughing. I was laughing. Laughter is the something of joy. What's the word? What's it? Something.
It's the glue.
It's the glue of joy. I love that. Laughter is the glue of joy.
Yeah.
And I was laughing. You want to meet someone funny? Go interview that man.
I've been trying.
Yeah, I might figure it out, but yeah, no, laughter.
But while y'all was tickling each other and
Like, wait, real
snickering.
quick, have you ever woke up out of your sleep cracking up? Like, I'm talking joke in your ear. Have you ever done that before? That sets the day. That sets the premise of the day to be just joyous.
Do you know who I sleep with?
No.
She's a comedian.
Is she? Are you joking?
No.
Okay.
She's a comedian.
Just a whisper of that laughter that's what's gonna heal our earth. Laughter, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Talk about it later, but.
Through that time, laughter couldn't keep y'all together. So what was something that you was realizing like, yo, this may not be the situation for me?
I think that a boss like that needs someone to sit down. Sit down. Go be in his life and sit down. Sit down. Have a great life. Be on the jet. Laugh. Sit down. Don't do too much.
What do you mean, don't do too much?
Don't do too much. I'm doing too much. I'm here. I'm in this city. I'm getting hosting. I'm getting booking. I'm writing a book. I have an app. I'm working out. I'm working out with celebrity men. I'm doing all these cool things. You're doing too much. You're getting too much attention, right? And these are not his words. This is not something he insinuated on me. This is an observation I made as being in the seat.
Yes.
Sit down, Christina. Like, you're doing too much. I'm trying to record a song. Stop. We're not recording right now. What? Nigga, yes, I am. And I'm that kind of girl. I don't need a man to, that's what we were talking about earlier, to full circle. I don't need a man to come in my life and you're not my daddy. You're not my father. I'm not a child.
But there's a lot of contradiction that's coming with what you're saying now.
How?
Because you started this conversation early on with saying a man being an alpha makes you feel confident in hushing.
An alpha man doesn't mute your success.
Knowing what you know now, would you date him again?
Yes. Would I marry him? No.
Knowing what you know now, would you date him again? Not for the second time. I'm saying for the first time. Would you?
For the first time?
No.
Oh, buckle up, baby. Yes.
Why?
It was fun.
Okay.
That was joy. It wasn't a day I didn't laugh. He cured my little pimples because I was just laughing all the time.
Yeah.
I was full of serotonin. I was full of the chemical in your brain that is happy. Yeah. I was absolutely happy. I didn't experience too many down days. It's just sitting there, you're thinking like, hey, I've been having fun for 6 months now. I need to get back to my routine. I'm waking up 5 a.m. You know my routine. 5 a.m., I'm in the gym. I'm doing that. I'm shipping orders. I'm doing these things. I need to get back to me. I need to spend some time with me. Yeah. But when you're dating a man that successful, he kind of needs you to just be about him.
Which is true.
Which is true. And it's okay. I think that's beautiful. I think you've earned the right to do that.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of money, you get to dictate your environment.
But being in a relationship where you have acknowledged that you were in love, you don't think a conversation needed to be happen to say, babe, like, whatever you guys' verbiage was, like, hey, this is who I am. I've catered and I'm willing to cater to you, but I need to be moving and grooving in my own sense too, because this is what makes me happy.
I think that was said lightly, and from that point, he posted Mackey Body every single day. Every day that he would post his brand, he would post Mackey Body. And I thought that was fly, but that's not enough for me though. Like, I'm thinking, I want to park my jet next to your jet. And it's not because you bought the jet, it's because I bought the jet. It's because I did the movies. Since breaking up with him, since like living on my own in Miami, Thank you, God, for bringing me to him. Like I would have never lived in Miami.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. But since then, I've wrote an entire book. Vincent Herbert is on my team. Jasmine Rose is my manager. Like, since then, I'm a woman that has goals and a destiny and a journey, and I have a $1 billion business idea. I have $1 million plan for this year. Like, we are en route to doing what we set out to do, right? And I think that couldn't have been possible by me just like laying up with you and supporting you and at your show. I need you at my show too. I want that though. I want to be a man's support system in his love, but I also need to know, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Christina's locked in. She's locked in, so I'm not going to, I'm going to go do my own thing. And that's really a time for you to go do your dirt, because those type of men are dirty, like in a sense of who they're dealing with, not dirty as in filth, dirty in a sense of you're sneaky. You're sneaky, and when you have a lot of money, you believe that you can.
Is it dirty, or is that's just their lifestyle?
When you have a lot of money, you believe that you can have anything you want. You don't really take into consideration how you're hurting or how you're helping or how you're not helping or how you're damaging someone else. You don't take into consideration that, yeah, I'm having fun and this is fun for me because I have money, but I'm really causing this person pain, right? And I won't say that's necessarily my story because I don't resonate with that, not in that scenario. But what I will say is, I wrote a whole album about it. It's available now. Fortune favors the bold. And that phrase came from us being in Dubai and looking up, and the mirror was stained and it said fortune favors the bold, and we have a picture in front of it, and we looked up and he was like, fortune favors the bold. He's like, you're bold. And that forever to me is funny. So it's like, I am bold, and I need you to know that I'm bold, and I'm gonna forever. And that album is about multiple people. If I'm being honest with you, it's not about one person.
But I would say this too, and I think going back to realistic versus manifestation, the realism that comes from that manifestation, I don't think people are really aware what comes with that. I know him to a degree, but to be able to, say like, yo, we chop it up I respect him, obviously as the businessman and the artist that he is, just like so many other people. But what I will say is, you manifested something that he probably couldn't offer you, right? As I was talking about some of the statistics that a lot of women and men may justify as this is the creme de la creme, or this is who I want, tall, handsome, 6-figure plus, but emotionally available is one of the things that they may not have.
He was tall, handsome, 6-figure plus, and emotionally available, but it wasn't just for me. That's not something I'm willing to know.
You talking about intimately, or are you talking about just, when you mean into me, are you referring to his personal situation or his professional situation?
Wasn't just for me, meaning that was my manifestation while it was somebody else's, right? And you're moving forward in that light, right? It's not my responsibility to clear up anything, but what I will say is what I want is clarity. And if I start to get, God is not the author of confusion. So if you start to confuse me, I don't believe this is godly anymore. I believe this isn't of God anymore. If you can't, even in our times of stiffness or tension, because every relationship has it, I should still have clarity and confidence. I can be frustrated with you. I can be angry at you. I could be disappointed in you, but I'm still clear. The minute that I lose clarity, I'm no longer interested in you anymore. So whatever you want to do is fine. I believe if you really know how to be a player, because that's really what it is, call it what it is. If you really want to be a player, let me ask you a question before I say that. If you really want to be a player, know how to do it without me ever knowing. That's fly. How could I be mad? Do you, but why do I know you're doing you, and why does everybody else know you're doing you, and who? I shouldn't know that. So I wanted to ask you, do you believe that because a man has money, that he is allowed to have as many women as he wants? But if I'm the sole provider, I'm allowed to essentially play with women? Because that's what it is. You're telling this woman one thing, you're telling this woman one thing. Do you believe that that's okay?
I believe a person should not be delusional of the real request that they're asking for.
That's not a clear answer for me.
That is a clear answer. You're dating a rapper. He raps about money, cars, clothes. So for you to think that a person who was already or previously successful,
Yeah.
for you to come into his life and all that, and the latter part of what we just mentioned will halt, is delusion.
I didn't think that.
I don't think that a person having a lot should warrant him to be held to a standard because you knew what you was getting yourself into. That's what I believe.
Okay.
All right. That's the clearest way that I could.
To be very clear, I never thought that. I know exactly who Rick Ross is.
Okay.
I was told something. Everything you heard me comment on, to be very clear, I always ran everything by my man first. I never made a decision without running it by my man first. That is just who I am. Every single thing you heard me say or I was told, only then did I make a fuss or a statement about it. Only then. Only after we deliberated did I then move forward in a statement. Babe, so-and-so do. Well, that's not true. I ain't never dated her. Oh, okay, well then what? This is silly. I'm sorry for disturbing you. Boop. I'm not worried about that because he never dated her. Now that's my statement. I'm not worried about that because, and I know you don't have to make statements. My page as a woman, if you guys didn't know me before him, I was on my page doing 9 million, 8 million, 4 million, 1 million, 400K views in me expressing myself. It doesn't change because somebody comes in my life. I am who I am. Yeah. I like to talk.
But what I will say this, and what Funky Friday has taught me too, is just because you're talking, because you have a platform, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's right.
100%.
So that 8 million clip or 9 million viewed clip, it probably is because it's making people, it's moving an emotion in a person to say, she's stupid, she delusional. Oh, girl, go get your money. Girl, go, you know what I'm saying, live on that jet.
No, regardless of what they thought, it stirred an emotion.
Extracting
right.
impressions.
Right,
you know,
and that is valuable. And that was my money. Yeah. So my money wasn't gonna stop because I started dating so-and-so. But they think that I started talking at the moment I started dating this person.
Which wasn't true.
Which is crazy, right? So anyways, to answer the question, I never thought that person was that thing or she thinks she's the only one. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
What
was the disrespectful part about that you didn't appreciate?
In a situation with anyone.
Okay.
It's not him. Take him out. Yeah. In a situation with everyone I've dated, the minute that I start knowing how you're moving, you're not like, hey, clarity, right? In one of the songs I said, if you would have called, I would have been with it. You didn't call me. You didn't talk to me. Hey, I'm not gonna be home for 6 hours. I'm on a flight tonight. I'm not coming home tonight. The minute that you can't give me a little bit, I'm wondering, and then the next day you tell me, you've already stirred up pissed off. The highest level of pistivity just happened because you just didn't give me clarity. That's the lack of the masculinity. A masculine man knows how to keep his woman calm. Because if you would have just given me peace of mind by offering me a courtesy call, it would have never been a problem. And this is not pertaining to a certain situation, to be very clear.
Yeah.
This is all men.